This is Dr. Lorraine, and this section is on sleep routines. One of the questions we commonly get asked by families is how to support children to fall asleep. So it is extremely important to develop a sleep routine that you can follow every night for your child to get used to. Generally, we like the sleep routine to consist of 3 or 4 steps. Common steps that families often have in a sleep routine is something like starting with a bath. If you're starting with a bath, it's really important to figure out if your child is calmed or activated by a bath. Some children get very rowdy and active and energetic and want to run around the house after a bath, in which case it's actually much harder to put them to sleep when they're in that highly energetic state. Other children find the bath very calming and settling and will actually lay in the bath and you can visibly see their whole body or nervous system relax, in which case it would be really helpful to keep a bath as part of a bedtime routine. Other things that parents will commonly do in the bedtime routine is something like a snack. A snack is really important to do to help children have proper nutrition throughout the night. Often, if you're doing a snack, something like a protein and a complex carb snack do seem to help young children stay asleep more throughout the night. That might be something like peanut butter on multigrain toast or oatmeal with some peanut butter on a spoon or something like that. A little quarter cup of nuts or something would be another alternative to provide a protein snack at bedtime. Essentially, we want children to have something in their tummy that will help them stay asleep. Once you've had the snack and potentially the bath, often parents do brushing their teeth in pajamas next. It's important when brushing teeth or doing pajamas with children that, again, those activities be kept relatively low-key and calm. If those activities get very energetic or loud, it will be more difficult for children to fall asleep. If those activities are very stressful for children and there's lots of protest or anger or lots of upset, again, it will be much harder to settle them to sleep. The last step in any kind of bedtime routine for young children is usually some sort of stories or songs in a bed. Again, remembering that if you're reading stories at night, it's actually really important to read stories that the child finds relaxing and calming and not stories that are going to create a lot of energy or excitement. There are some stories parents read where children are jumping on the bed and running around the room. Those would not be the types of stories that you would want to read at bedtime. Once the bedtime routine is done, it's generally important for parents to allow children to fall asleep on their own without any parental support. Having said that, there are some parents that find if they stay in the room on a chair or sit close by the bed that is more calming and comforting for children and they will fall asleep better. It is important, however, not to be soothing children right until they're asleep. If you do that, you generally create a sleep association. For example, parents who lay down to fall asleep with their young children will find that those children wake up more in the night, needing a parent to lay down with them again to fall asleep. It's okay to provide soothing and calming strategies at bedtime, but generally it's a good idea to try and let children practice soothing and calming themselves to some extent to fall asleep. If you have a young child that's not a very good sleeper and really struggles to fall asleep, it's okay to provide more parental support in that situation. For example, you could hold their hand for a count of 10 or while you sing a quiet song like Twinkle Twinkle, and then let go of their hand for a few seconds to let them try and settle and calm on their own. And if they get agitated or upset, then you can provide some more supports. I hope this video is helpful. Thank you very much.